principal took off her makeup on national television to reveal her 19-year secret to young, healthy-looking students. Now she's back, together with friend and actress Joanna Kern, to share her
My love! Hi there! Hi there. Mind scooching away a little bit? As you can see, I'm kinda all dirty. I think I might literally die if anyone saw me this filthy. Other than you. Thank you, my love. Hold on. There we go. Now, let me just lock up. There. Now we're all safe and sound. Oh, that was an ordeal and a half. How are you doing, my dearest? Did you miss me while I was gone? You better have, or I'll have to cut you again. Oh, even while I was preoccupied, I couldn't help but miss you dearly. So I can't imagine how torturous our brief separation was for you. Aw, I'm so glad you missed me too. Here, I'll catch up in a bit, and I'll fill you in on all of the juicy details. Just, let me clean myself up first. Well, it's certainly aesthetic. Blood-soaked clothes aren't exactly the comfiest thing to wear to bed, and I'd hate to dirty my precious one. Oh, no need to be bashful, love. I don't mind if you peek. Though I appreciate how you look after my modesty. It's very honorable of you. Be back in a jiffy. Do mind the body bag. Yeah. The shower's really nice. Even if this bathroom is crummy. I'm so sorry about the shape of the motel, darling. I hope you know I wanted to hide out somewhere nicer. But when it comes to dealings like this, tragically, secrecy has to outweigh comfort. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me. How about next time we're out, I'll splurge on a vacation for us. We could have one in a few months. Consider it a thank you for keeping me company during this trip. But what do you think? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Sorry, love. Mind speaking up? I can't hear you over all this water, silly. Okay, good. So, did anyone give you any trouble while I was gone? Good. No news is good news. I wouldn't want anyone troubling you anyways. You're mine and mine alone.
And I'd hate to have to make things more complicated by having to deal with witnesses. People are too nosy for their own good as of late.
You just watch TV? That's fun. Anything good on? Or was it just boring cable slop? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, hey, at least it's something to keep you preoccupied. I guess in this way, the motel isn't that different from the basement. Just a bit less homey and definitely a lot filthier. Oh, man. Blood really never gets easier to clean come home. These shitty travel soaps would have never cleaned this off. But even so, my hair's going to be a mess for days. I just know it. I guess this is the price I paid to secure our future together. Oh, don't worry about it, love. It's more than worth it. Anything is worth it for you. Oh, darling, I'm back. And I'm mostly modest.
You can look at me, darling. Yes, you can. We're a couple now. And I'm just wearing a towel. It's not that complicated. I guess it is cute to see you blushing and embarrassed. After all this time, you never lost that bit of innocence. Huh.
So, do I look cute now that I'm all clean? I know I might not be cute in a, like, super manicured way. But how about in a seeing your housewife all de-stressed and relaxed kind of way? Yay! Thank you, darling! Hug incoming! Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you! Oh, I'll never get sick of you. I just love you too much. I hope you know that no matter what happens, no matter what we go through together, no matter what measures I must resort to, I love you more than anything in the whole world. And nothing, ever is going to change that. So, wanna cuddle in the bed while I catch you up to speed? What's wrong, darling?
Oh. Don't worry about the body. I'll get rid of it when it's a bit later at night and the coast is clear. Trust me, I have everything planned far in advance. You can relax. Would it make you feel more comfortable if I moved it out of sight? And then we can cuddle?
Okay. Thank you, darling. I'm glad you communicated that. Okay, I did it. So, cuddle time now, right? Yay! Okay. I'm gonna pick you up now. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go, love. Nice and snug. You don't mind lying in bed with me like this, right? Oh, you're so bashful sometimes. You should see yourself blushing all bright red. And during such a dire situation,
You know, someone else might say you're insane for having such a reaction, right?
Oh, don't worry though. I'll love you no matter how crazy you are. Oh, deny it all you want. My attitude is definitely rubbing off on you. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up kidnapping me soon. coming back home to you after such a long day. I don't think I could have ever done all this without you. It can be so hard to find the motivation. But with you, I feel like I have the energy to do anything. Be anything. Cross any line. I hope you feel amazing for that. Because of you, I have the strength to live no matter what. Trust me, I'll carve out a life for us, no matter what obstacles get in our way. Speaking of obstacles, would you like to know all the gory details of what I've been through today? Oh, what's wrong? You look so... You're... scared? Of what?
Oh. Me? Yeah. Of course you're scared. Oh, of course. I mean, when aren't you scared? Huh? Why wouldn't you be? It doesn't matter what you hear. Doesn't matter that it's others I'm hurting. No, you're just waiting patiently until this knife turns on you, huh? You're an ungrateful idiot sometimes. You know that? No, you are. I show so much restraint, boundless patience, yet still, no matter what I do, you always look so disgusted. Look, I get it. I'm just trying to understand things from your point of view. Empathy? You're wasting empathy on them? Darling, these people are disgusting. They're vermin who wish nothing but to exploit others. And even if they didn't, their very existence, if you didn't remember, hinders our ability to live a peaceful life together. Even so-called normal people wouldn't mourn these living wastes. You have even less reason to do so. Look, what I'm enacting, no matter how cruel or excessive you might think it is, it's all due justice. I mean, the authorities weren't going to stop them. So if you think about it, I'm doing a service to the greater good by taking out these pieces of living filth. I get it, though. You know how overzealous I can be. But darling, please look at me. Believe me when I say these people deserve it. And I can prove it if you'll listen. Will you listen to me?
Thank you, my darling. I really appreciate how receptive you've been as of late. Now, see, our guest is the late Mr. Anthony Samuels, attorney at law, financial advisor, and enterprising criminal. Apparently, this filth acted as the point of contact for the organization that hired my dad. You know, a nice shiny face to sign all the checks and keep prying eyes away from their precious money. My dad left some notes on him, though. Apparently, my dad was paid off through generous donations to the hospital he worked in. And that's how their entire operation has been working out. Huh?
What? Do you need proof? See those papers? Yeah. It's all under the table records. Clients he got free through bribes. Companies that they launder their blood money in. Sale of drugs. Sale of people, darling. You see what I mean? Sympathy is a good trait to have, but please, at least save it for someone that actually deserves it.
I mean, I just killed basically a slave trader. I don't know how you can see that as not a net good. See? I knew you'd agree eventually. I never hurt someone without good reason. You know that from personal experience, don't you? Oh. What? Oh? You had a question about the body? What? Is some bloated corpse more interesting than the very warm and incredibly attractive woman in front of you right now that would literally kill anyone and anything that ever gets between us? Huh? I guess that's a valid question. You're right. You didn't technically get in between us directly. But that's the key word here. Directly. See? This fucking asshole who that officer was talking about? The one that killed my dad? He's not an easy man to find. So, I had to get a bit clever. Dig up some info on him and hit him where it really hurts. I'm sure that man will be missing his pet accountant and come scrambling for any clues of where this very incriminating evidence could be. Then, it's just a matter of baiting him with a few breadcrumbs, leading him into a trap, snapping it, finishing him off, and then the police will stop harassing me about this group and we'll live happily ever after, free of any interruptions for the rest of our days. See? I told you I had it all figured out. You just need to keep trusting me, love. Like always. Good. Good. I'm glad you've been so trusting as of late. Now, did you have any questions about the boring old conspiracy? Okay, good. Who cares about some shadowy group that has ties to corporations or whatever weaving together of a criminal underground that spans the United States? No, that shit's all boring. It's for people who don't have lives. People who don't have you. People that don't have you. You. And that's who I want to hear about. How about you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Please, tell me every detail of what boring shit you saw on TV. I just need to learn more about you. Know every single fact in detail. Oh, I can't get enough of your presence even now. I'm so lucky. I would have never imagined we'd end up like this since the days I was stalking you. Oh, are we going home after this? I mean, I think that's the plan. I still need to work out some of the finer details still. Actually, we might need to move and start over somewhere else. But that's okay. If it's by your side, I don't need anything else. We could honestly live in shitty motels like this for the rest of eternity, and I still wouldn't care. As long as I get to be with you. As long as you never leave. And are always by my side. It'll all be okay. So, even when you heal, please don't run away. Maybe after this, we can work on getting married. What do you think? What? Are you surprised? Well, yeah, we're already together, but, you know, marriage is different. It's binding in a way. It would mean that I'm not the only one keeping you bound. It's you that would be keeping me bound, too. That's all I really ever wanted. You know? Someone to accept me. Say that I'm theirs and theirs alone. I just don't want to be alone again. I hated every second of it. Every second that I had to stay alone back then. Even after everything, all the ways I've been messed up, I just wanted my one true love to look past all that. To love me through it all. I wanted to become a bride, like in the movies. But with all this going on, I haven't really been able to think about that, but if we do make it out of this, do you think... Are you okay, darling? Oh, you're asleep already. I guess... Good. You didn't have to see me get all vulnerable. I'm sorry. Let's just cuddle for a bit. Don't worry. The body will be long gone when you wake up. Leave it to me. I promise you. All of this horrible business is about to be behind us. I know you don't believe it. But I don't want to keep ending up like this. You know, drenched in blood. It's awful. It's really awful how used I am to it. So, believe me when I say it'll all be over soon.
Not off again? You know, I'd really appreciate some of your conscious company. I know you're never the chatty type, but this trip would go a lot faster if things weren't so boring for me. Isn't that kind of ironic? Oh, it's just that nobody talks about this part of a revenge trip. You know, all the movies show it as all glitz and glamour, blood and guts. But they never talk about these long stretches of nothing between all the action. Don't they? One hell of a way to spend our first road trip together, isn't it?
Huh? Gosh, your timing is insane! Oh, right when I start to get upset, you always manage to make me smile. See? That's a good question. Oh, I'll make a conversationalist out of you yet. Let's see. I think we're in Illinois now. So, we should only have a few more hours. We'll get to our destination right before dark. So maybe... What do you think? Do you think you want to get food once we get to Chicago? That could be too risky. Oh, but if we get food in the car, like just a drive-through meal or something, I think that'll be okay. Well, of course. Being in the car would still be safe. There'd be no chance of you escaping. And in case you forgot, we're basically fugitives now. It would be so stupid to be seen near the scene of a future crime. Now wouldn't it, dummy? Oh, you're so silly. It's like you never thought about how to get away with murder before. Is that not normal? Maybe you're the weird one, darling. Have you ever thought of it like that? Oh, even if you are weird, don't worry. I love how we complement each other that way. You're just so kind and concerned about others. It's a reckless trait, sure. But still, I can't help finding myself so enamored by it. This is our last big stop. I set everything up. We'll probably have a nice long night, setting everything up perfectly. And then... Oh! How about we have a little stakeout session with some coffees? We could be like our own iconic buddy cop duo. You know, coffees, donuts, late night antics, friendly banter. And who knows, maybe if you're good, I'll even let you use the gun. Just kidding.
I know. I know. You don't have to say it. What I mean is, you don't say you're insane to me. I know that already. I don't need to hear it from you. Yeah? Oh, was it a joke? Oh, yeah. My craziness is one big joke to you, is it? Yeah, a joke that cost you one of your fingers. The use of your legs, liters of blood. Oh, yeah, your free will, your sanity. Oh, yes, one hell of a joke, isn't it? Yeah, really funny. Maybe my real calling was stand-up comedy instead of revenge. Whatever this is. No, I didn't. Look, please, just listen
Don't look so scared, darling. I just want to... I'm not going to hurt you! When are you going to believe that? Stop shrinking from me! Stop glaring at me like that! Please, Fine! Stay there! Fuck. Hey. No. You don't have to be sorry. Look, it's... Yeah. Look, I'm not an idiot, right? I get it. Maybe I get too lost in the moment to consistently show I understand. But I do. I do. Even now, I want to give you an out. I really wanted to be all like, well, here's the door. If I'm so crazy, just leave. You know, go somewhere that's better for you. Somewhere without me. I get it, that could be what's best for you, right? But I can't. I know myself too well. I can close my eyes and imagine what it'd be like to see you run away. I know I couldn't hold myself back. Every time, I chase you down to the ends of the earth, just for you to be mine. I really would. But even so, even if this is what it takes to keep you so close, I do all this because I know that losing you would tear me to shreds. But seeing you fear me, seeing how after all this time, you can't genuinely see me how I see you. I used to think I'd be fine as long as you were at least there, at least present, but it's almost worse. When I looked at you back then, oh, everything felt lighter than air. I was happy to the point of dizziness. It felt really like clouds were all around me. Like I truly captured a heaven and stuffed it in my little basement paradise. So that it'd never fly away back to its skyborn home. The feeling of delight, ecstasy, love that I feel with you, that's still there. Oh, trust me, it's never once lost intensity. But it's harder to live within my own delusions. It's harder to look into your eyes and continue to convince myself that you might ever love me. Oh, I want you to love me. But can prey ever love their predator? I thought maybe one day you'd appreciate how much I adore you. You know I appreciate you and care for you and think about you more than any human could. Who else would uproot their entire life, abandon their home, go on a cross-country killing spree just to have a life with you? Other people wouldn't. Because that's crazy. That's insane. But no. To me, you're the end-all be-all. Nothing is too far to stay with you. Because nothing else in this entire world will ever be as beautiful as you are. I see that when so many other people ignored it. But I know I'm broken. I'm not able to understand the feelings of other people. I go to extreme lengths in the first place because I'm just incapable of relating to anyone else. Other people, they hold back so easily. They're able to keep composure, talk to someone normally. I could never do something like that. I've always been obsessive like this. It's kind of funny. I always wanted to make you smile. This was all my attempt at that. Who am I kidding? Even as a kid, I rarely smiled. In fact, you're the only one who ever made me. The only person who ever put a smile on my face. In my own misguided way, I just wanted to make you feel the same. But instead, I just make you freeze up in fear. Of course you would. I'm a monster. I know I am. It's all I will ever be. Nothing I do or say will change that. Oh, don't say that. Of course I am. It's not just my actions. I can't stop letting my emotions drive me. It's either emptiness or these impulses. There's just no in-between with me. I've seen other monsters before. The man I killed, that attorney, the guy we're going to kill, my dad, me. It's in my blood, I guess. I think that throughout all this, I just kept holding out hope. Hope that somehow, by some miracle, you'd learn to love a monster like me. I know it's foolish, but I wanted you to see that I've been really trying to change. I know it's too little too late. And even if I did change, I'd still lash out. I'd still be this violent, obsessive, love-drunk weirdo who you barely even know. That won't change, but even still, darling, I genuinely love you more than anything else in this whole world. So please, Please stop looking at me like a monster. I can't take it from you. I know I am. I know. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to say that you love me. It's not that. You have to try to understand it from my perspective. It's hard to accept at face value. Not while you have no other choice. It could all just be a ploy. Even still, even if it isn't genuine, thank you for saying it. I love you too. I love you, and only you. In fact, you're the only thing in this world I think I've ever loved. Everything else just stung the entire time. Everybody else either ignored me or cut through me or was cold to me. I guess that's why I never understood what was so bad about pain. My arms and legs, they're covered in scars. But that pain at least made me feel alive. Only pain made me feel alive. Until I met you. Now I like to think I know what happiness is at least. Know what living could be like. It's why I can't let you leave. I can't just go back, darling. I'm not strong enough for that. What are you sorry for? Don't be stupid. It only makes sense for you not to trust me. Okay. This is a stupid idea. This is a really, really stupid idea. And every fiber in my body is telling me not to do this, but I think if I just wait around, this feeling of emptiness is going to eat me alive. And it could consume you too, and I can't let that happen. I have to be strong for you. So here. No, darling. No need to wince. Here. Take it. Please, I know it's not much, but it's not a good idea facing a monster unarmed. I want you to listen to me carefully, love. Know that I love you with all my heart. I can't love anything else. All the love a normal person has reserved for everything else in their life, in me, all that energy is focused on you and only you. I sincerely want nothing more than for us to live the rest of our lives hand in hand, blissfully content in each other's arms. I'll take good care of you. I'll feed you. I'll heal you when you're hurt. I'll be your fuck buddy. It won't be like it was before, but I'll still break every law and moral in existence if it would give you the life you want. And all I ask for return is that you genuinely love me back. And I understand now that I can't make you love me. So against my better judgment, I need you to take this knife. I've hurt you so many times. I won't be surprised if when you finally make your decision, you slice me open. Let me bleed out slowly. Make me suffer for the agony I've put you through. But all I ask you, please think carefully when you finally decide what you think of me. If you can't see me as anything but a monster, strike back. Defend yourself. I'll let you have one fair shot, okay? That way, the next time you say it, the next time you say that you love me, you'll have an out. And not taking that out will mean that you are genuine. I won't fight back, no matter what you decide. Okay? Old habits is all. Just take it. And promise me real quick, no matter what you decide, promise me that you'll live a happy life. That's all I want.